I'm sure that you, like most people, hated your required chemistry course in high school, but what if I told you that chemistry was easy, and beyond that, it's even relaxing? Well, I'm going to be telling you how you can use a few minutes of your time to make a bath bomb at home and create a relaxing experience for yourself while simultaneously learning a little bit about the chemical world that's around you. So, this recipe for a bath bomb comes from Jackson Best, and they wrote about it in their article, 8 Simple Chemistry Experiments That Your Kids Can Do at Home, which I know doesn't sound professional, and that's because it really isn't. Bath bombs are something that I've been able to make since I was in 2nd grade, and it's a very simple procedure that's very difficult to mess up. I assure you that you can do it. So, I, like you guys, did not enjoy that chemistry class, but something I did enjoy is getting out and choosing in college to take chemistry courses because I felt like it was my choice to learn at that point. And I've since become amazed by the chemical world around me, and I'm even considering a career as a lab chemist. Now, let's take a small step into the world of chemistry and look at the simple chemistry involved in bath bombs. In order to make these bath bombs, you're going to need to understand how to customize your bath bomb to be what you want it to be, how to assemble your ingredients into your actual bath bomb, and understand the chemistry involved in dropping a bath bomb into water. First, let's talk about customization. So there's a few ways that you can do this. You can adjust the mold, you can adjust the scent, and you can adjust little extra details after the fact. So as for the mold, I recommend starting with a muffin pan, but you can use any container that holds its shape and will allow the bath bombs to solidify. And next, the scented oils. You can use any scented oil that you want, but I do recommend starting with lavender because it's a very well-liked smell and you won't be offended by it immediately. But I recommend moving on to something like oolong later because it makes your house smell like a tea house, and that's just a cute effect. And finally, you can add a little extra flair. And what I mean by this is you could add food coloring to dye your bath, you could add body glitter to give a little shimmer, or you can even add flower petals to have an explosion of color and aroma in the bath. Now that you know what ingredients you might want to use, let's talk about incorporating those ingredients into a bath bomb. So you're going to need baking soda, citric acid, the scented oil of choice, as well as food coloring or extra flair and sweet almond oil. You're going to start by taking a large mixing bowl and mixing 10 tablespoons of baking soda with 3 tablespoons of citric acid. You'll incorporate it well and then take out a half cup and set it aside. You're going to then mix your oils in hopefully a glass jar. You're going to take 6 drops of scented oil with 5 tablespoons of sweet almond oil and any food coloring you may want to use. Shake that very well and then add it to the half cup mixture. You can incorporate this by hand until it forms something similar to a shaggy dough. And I do recommend wearing gloves so you don't dye yourself, but not necessary. And once it's at that point, you can add it to your molds and let it sit for a few days to solidify. Now, while it solidifies, you can listen to me talk about chemistry. The chemistry of a bath bomb is called effervescence because a gas is being produced. The reaction is shown behind me. It is between baking soda and citric acid in water to produce 3 things. First is carbon dioxide, which is a gas that you see bubbling up to the top. Next is water, which just disperses throughout the tub, mixes your ingredients, but you won't notice it. And finally is something that sounds scary but isn't, and it's called trisodium citrate. This will have no effect on what's going on, but you can use it to lower acid levels in the body when consumed, but that's just not a factor here. So awesome, that's all the chemistry that goes into it. It's very simple and not something you need to think too hard about. Let's take some time to go back over what I've talked about so far. I've told you how you could customize your bath bomb, how you can make your bath bomb from the ingredients that you choose, and how the effervescence of a bath bomb kind of works. And I hope that you can see that while bath bombs may not immediately appear to be a chemical procedure, they are. And these kinds of things exist in the world all around you. The chemical potential of a battery is a great example. You might not think about that. As well as how Advil is able to cure a headache. That's some chemistry I don't even understand. But it is fascinating, and I hope that you feel inspired to explore the chemical world around you. And I hope that in your journey to learn more about chemistry, you figure out the same thing I did, which is that chemistry is easy and it's simple and it doesn't get any more complicated than bubbles. Thank you.